Welcome to Fox 54 News at 6. I'm Kenesha Dees. A third protest was held today in Tuscumbia as community members continue calling for accountability in the case of Deschler High School student August Borden, who was seriously injured at school a few months ago. The 15-year-old was seriously injured after a football workout back in August, suffering multiple skull and facial fractures. Investigators say the accident happened while horseplaying with a teammate, but many in the community believe that's not the whole truth. Fox 54's Valentina Chalala has more.
Protesters gathered outside the Colbert County Courthouse around 10 a.m. chanting, holding signs, and urging officials to release the full details about August Borden's case. As time went on, the crowd grew full of concerned parents, Deschler High School alumni, and people wanting to see change.
I have grandchildren, and it really hurts that they would do a child like that to cover up something like that. It's very wrong.
Despite time passing, demonstrators say their frustrations haven't faded, and they plan to keep pushing for accountability in August Borden's case.
People will give up and be quiet, start getting quiet after stuff like this, and then it'll just be forgotten about. We've got maybe 12,000 or a little over 12,000 right now saved up, and it is for any kind of video evidence. And we have been told by a couple of people that there was a video. We just needed concrete evidence.
Protester Haley Lowry says the $12,000 reward fund is meant to encourage anyone with the alleged video to come forward. Many continued chanting outside the courthouse, calling for District Attorney Hal Houston to be voted out after no criminal charges were filed.
Justice for August! Justice for August! Justice for August!
I hope the truth comes out, and that's the main thing. Because somebody harmed that child. I'm not going to sit here and debate stories of what's happened, but somebody hurt that child. They know the truth. Children are our future. They're the legacy of this world. And what kind of world is it going to be if we teach them that this stuff is okay?
After speakers addressed the crowd, protesters began marching toward Deschler High School, still holding signs and calling for justice. In Tuscumbia, I'm Valentina Chalala, Fox 54 News.
Wow, 3 protests in 2 days. Yes, we were just talking about how solid of a community they've been, pretty much a support system for August Borden.
Especially since the family right now tied up in, legal issues, can't participate in the protests. The community, they've pooled over $12,000 for anybody that could provide a video. And that's really interesting. Local businesses have donated, community members, people even out of state came down for these protests. And they said even if the video is deleted, they can locate it via IP address. So.
Wow. So it sounds to me like there's a reward system going on that the community itself is establishing.
Yes.
Wow.
I think they just want closure. They want concrete evidence.
Yeah, for a lot of people, there's still some questions that remain unanswered. And we've been on top of this, so we will definitely continue to follow this. And thank you, Valentina, so much. Thank you. All right, let's get a live look from Waterloo High School. You can see, the sun is slowly but surely disappearing. But guess what? This is going to be one of our last chances to see the sunset before we have to turn back our clocks. We're going to toss things over to Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman for a look at trick-or-treat forecast.
It's one of the most important nights of the year, and frankly, the weather is looking fantastic across all of North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. Now, that said, if you're going to take the kids out trick-or-treating this evening, maybe grab a sweatshirt, maybe grab some sort of a jacket, because if you're going to be out for a couple of hours, and we all know the kids are going to want to be out for a couple of hours, we're definitely going to be on the chillier end of the spectrum. So you're going to want some sort of a sweatshirt, and the kids are going to want some sort of a sweatshirt or a jacket underneath their Halloween costumes. 52 degrees at 7 o'clock this evening, 49 by 8, 47 degrees by the time we get to 9 o'clock. We're also going to maintain that really nice clear sky across the Tennessee Valley as well. So really is going to be a fantastic evening for trick-or-treating or high school football if you're going to be going out to one of the high school football games. Temperatures once again going to drop off as we head into the overnight. In some cases, we're dropping into the mid and upper 30s. In other cases, we're only going to drop as low as the lower 40s across the Tennessee Valley. Now, from there, we don't warm up much as we head into the weekend. I also have the opportunity for a little bit of rain in the forecast. We'll discuss that in great detail here in just a couple of minutes.
We've learned a police pursuit in Madison caused a lockdown at James Clemens High School this afternoon. In a post on Facebook, Madison City Schools says the lockdown began after a suspect ran across the school's campus while being questioned by police. School lockdown as a safety precaution. It has since been lifted. However, all students are safe and there are no threats to the school. Madison Police Department and school officials continue to investigate. Multiple students injured after a school bus crash in Decatur this morning. Take a look at this. You can see bus number 78 with heavy damage to its right side. The accident happened at Modus Road and Central Drive when a car T-boned the school bus. Students on that bus were taken to Austin Middle School where they were able to be reunited with their parents. The school district reports there were, quote, a minimal number of reported injuries, end quote. We'll stay in Decatur. A man charged with murder after a deadly shooting at a Decatur food mart. This happened last night. Decatur police first responded to the Fifth Avenue Food Mart around 6:30, where they say they found Dante Garner outside the business with a gunshot wound. Medical personnel responded, but the victim died. Police arrested this man, 21-year-old Xavier Sutherland, after an investigation. Sutherland was found at the food mart when officers arrived, they say, and he was booked into the Morgan County Jail without bond and faces a murder charge. Authorities still searching for the man accused of shooting at a sheriff's deputy in DeKalb County Wednesday. Deputies have been searching day and night for Gary Childers. The incident unfolded Wednesday afternoon when sheriff's deputies attempted to pull him over for an outstanding warrant. The sheriff's office tells us he shot at a deputy before driving off. Childers was last seen running through a patch of woods wearing a black jacket and dark blue jeans. Childers has a long criminal history, primarily involving domestic violence and traffic violations. Authorities now on the lookout for a car that looks like this. It's a 2011 silver Volvo C70 convertible with the license plate number 28C1494. Take another look. If you've seen this man or the car you just saw, call the number on your screen, 256-845-3801. The funeral for the Huntsville family who died in a Montana plane crash is tomorrow. Mark, Laney, and Ellie Anderson's flight took off from Billings, Montana on October 17th when the plane made a sudden, sharp turn before disappearing from radar. Search teams found the wreckage the next morning in a remote area of the Bob Marshall Wilderness. The funeral is tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Southwood Presbyterian Church. The family asked attendees to wear uplifting colors to honor Mark, Laney, and Ellie. We've learned a man is dead after being hit by a train this morning in downtown Huntsville. You can see where it happened near the intersection of Holmes Avenue and Memorial Parkway. Huntsville Police Department got the call around 4. When they arrived, they found a man had been hit by a train and did not survive the incident. HPD's Major Crimes Unit is investigating, but say they don't suspect foul play. As the government shutdown lingers on for more than a month, only the second in U.S. history to do so, and senators returned home yesterday, President Trump called on congressional Republicans to end the government shutdown with what he calls the, quote, nuclear option. Trump is looking to end the filibuster, a 60-vote threshold required to pass legislation, something Senate Republicans have so far avoided changing because of what it would mean the next time Democrats take the majority. In a post on Truth Social, the president brushed off that concern, saying Republicans should take advantage of the opportunity first. Senators will return to the Capitol on Monday. Alabama Congressman Dale Strong released a new statement pointing the blame for the continued shutdown at Senate Democrats, saying, quote, every day the shutdown continues, hardworking taxpayers in North Alabama are forced to bear the burden. It's time for Democrats to give up on their political game and do what's right for the American people, end quote. 2 federal judges are ordering the Trump administration to replenish food aid benefits despite the shutdown. Federal judges in Rhode Island and Massachusetts ruled today the government is required to tap into billions of dollars in emergency funds to help pay for food stamp benefits. Both judges rejected the Department of Agriculture's claim that it couldn't use contingency funds during the shutdown. U.S. District Judge John McConnell in Rhode Island said, quote, the shutdown of the government through funding doesn't do away with SNAP. It just does away with the funding of it, end quote. The ruling comes one day before those benefits are set to expire. Millions of recipients will still likely face delays in getting their benefits. Well, next Friday, November 7th, Cinyard Law is sponsoring 500 meals at Betty Mae's restaurant between 2 and 5 p.m. Attorney Bart Cinyard says the event is a response to delays in SNAP benefits and aims to ease some of the community's worries. He says it's important to give back when financially able and highlights his respect for local mom and pop shops, which help give the community character, even as chain restaurants thrive.
And wanted to do something that both helped a small business we like and that also helped the community. There's plenty of chain restaurants that are going to be successful no matter what they do, but we have a lot of respect for the mom and pop restaurants. It's a hard business to be profitable in, and what makes our community unique. I thought it was important for everybody to have like a home cooked meal, not just, canned food, but something that really tastes good.
Wow, what an opportunity to provide to the community. Meals are limited to one person, but no documentation or ID is needed. Just come ready to enjoy a warm meal with dessert included.
SpaceX, an amazing company. They do remarkable things, but they're behind schedule.
America in a race to space with a mission to the moon. We explain why leaders are bolstering their efforts. And all the frights tonight. Fox 54's Gabe Glassman walks us through Arx Mortis and gives us a behind-the-scenes look. Stay with us.